Freeze, pipe is gonna squeeze in. Ooh, I like it.
Good evening. Welcome to ORP TV. I'm Craig Stagner coming to you from the JK Auto Repair Studio. This is your All Parts Auto Salvage Weekend Race Report. It was an extremely busy weekend for us. We had a lot going on yesterday. The biggest event we had, we went Friday night and Saturday night. We were at Ozark Raceway Park. It was the test and tune for the Titans at 10.5 on Friday. And then last night was the actual event. Now, Friday night, like I said, with the test and tune, there was a pretty good crowd. Thanks to Larry Hunt and Al Schoenwetter, I had a thrill of a lifetime, kind of an early birthday present for me this weekend. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a second. The racing was absolutely fantastic. The cars, the weather was cooperative. The track was fantastic. Al and the crew did a super job with the track. Some of the best times and runs we've seen, didn't really see anybody have any issues. So great racing this weekend. Your Outlaw 10.5 class was won by Jacob Hachinsky. He defeated Craven Moore. Now what was interesting there, that is the Salty Cobalt white car. We got pictures of all these cars in the winners there on our page. Hachinsky's wife, Anastasia, is the one who actually does all the computer tuning on that car. They went up against Craven Moore, who was fast all night, but the Cobalt just absolutely was on a rail all night long, consistent. I even saw that they were posting. They had a couple passes there with almost identical times, so congratulations to Jacob and Anastasia Hachinsky, who had that car just dialed in fantastic. The big dog class, the big dog, Matt Lane, takes the win over Rodney Hollis. Your real street class winner was Joe Bennett. Ultra Street, Tyler Eidson defeats Dalton Minix. Mean Street, Mike McDaniel over Andrew Scott. Really emotional there. I know that Mike McDaniel felt like that Kenny was watching over him from up above, and it's good to see that car in victory lane. The motorcycle class was one of two finals that were an all-female lineup. You had Kim Horton, who's worked at the track for a long time on the three-wheel Spider, and this is bracket racing, so it isn't about who's the fastest, about who is the most consistent and doing it well. Well, Kim Horton made it all the way to the finals against just a badass bike. Heather Baldy out of St. Louis area. This was a stretched out Top Fuel style motorcycle. Close event, but Heather Baldy takes the win on it. Now also the other all-female matchup was the junior dragster class. You had Hannah Phillips taking on Jocelyn West. Hannah Phillips has been racing for a junior dragster. She has years of experience. This was a good event, a good race. Hannah Phillips takes the win in a close one over Jocelyn West. Really good to see our buddy Matt Sampietro. Hated to see him beat Stu West. We hated to see anybody lose, but that was another close one. Stu West goes down to Matt Sampietro in the Pro Tree No Box. Now again, we talked a little bit about the dragster that we got the ride along, and I thought I had a picture up here just of it. I'll give you kind of a look. Oh, let's hit the mute there on that. We don't need all that sound. This is the twin-seat, the two-seat dragster that got to ride along in. Again, thanks to Al and Larry for setting this up. Let's kind of forward this up here a little bit. This car is, I don't know, Larry would be able to tell us how much horsepower was in that car, but that's a whole lot of motor right there. Here's your driver and me. There's Chris Hogan from Whole Shot Productions. This car, we ran a 654, I believe it was a 460 at 155 miles per hour, something like that. Let me tell you, this thrust right here is unlike anything you've ever experienced before. That passes looks like 156 miles per hour. absolutely amazing time. They did a fantastic job of making me feel safe and having a good time with it. Some of that video is up on our page. We went live with it last night, and we're still working on getting a nice, smooth piece together, edited down. But thank you so much to the crew there and to Larry and Al for making that happen. That was a ride of a lifetime for sure. Friday night over at E3 Speedway in Ash Grove. Winners there in the rookie class was Caden Purvis, the Junior 1, Brayson Maggard, Junior 2, Jacob Harding, the quarter midget, Jaden Monger, the senior midget, Caden Taylor, who also took the 160 midget class, the Predator Light, Austin Harrell, Predator Medium, Tyler Page, Predator Heavy, Ryan Johnson, Open class, Ethan Kelly, and your stock appearing class was Alan Hall. Now at Hillbilly Speedway, as always, Dawn Power got us the information, and I sure appreciate that. I want to say that again because I saw her here watching. Thank you, Dawn, for always getting us that. Your V8 A main, Tim Jenkins with the win over Thomas Brashears, and third was Matthew Summers. The A main of the V6 class, James DeWitt, followed by Aaron Stogsdill and Eli Steffen. The four-cylinder A main, Dylan Perry, Garrett Stark, Darren Moyers, Tucker Turpin, and Hunter Steele. Now in your V8 B main, Don Baker, Brian Long, Ty Hudson, and Gabe Gerke. The V6 B main, Tim Craig, Robbie Harold, Samuel Bliss, Elijah Horn, and Chris Clancy. And the four-cylinder B main was Sterling Orso with the win, Joe Power, Don Power, and Jesse Foster. Congratulations to them. Racing in action every Saturday night at Hillbilly Speedway. Dallas County was in action on Thursday night. They had a little bit of a different event. This was a big one. They had it on Thursday night. Your USMTS A-Mod winner, Tony Jackson Jr., the USRA B-Mod winner was J.C. Morton, and Doug Keller takes the USRA Stock Car class. Now, but Humboldt, Kansas on Friday night, your factory stocks was Wayne Johnson, Barry Luthi in the Sport Compacts, Blake Hahn in the ASCS Sprints. Midwest Mods was Jacob Ellison, and Tyler Kidwell in the B-Mods. Lebanon Midway on Friday night, the USRA B-Mod winner, Chris Jackson. Late models was Jonathan Dean, Mason Beck in the Pure Stocks, Colt Cheevers, who has a birthday coming up on Tuesday. He took the win in the Midwest Mods class. In Hornets was Daniel Cook. The historic Bolivar Speedway, message with Vicky. This was a good race for her because yesterday was her birthday. She said that Summer Aziz from Team Aziz Racing sang the national anthem. She said what was really cool, I don't know if they got video of it, said that there wasn't much wind, the flag was kind of hanging there, and about the time Summer Aziz started up with the a cappella national anthem, a good breeze came up, and she said the flag was flying, and it gave them goosebumps. Said it was a really, really touching visual there of that, and Summer Aziz always does a great job with the national anthem. Your Baby Grands winner there was Cole Mizio, Justin Gant in the Chargers class, Street Stocks Chris Johnson, Late Model Jordan Nesbitt, and Richard Lewis in your modified class. Salina High Banks in your modified winner was Rodney Sanders, B-Mod, John Potter, Colby Atherton in the Super Stocks, and Brady Walsh in the Pure Stocks class. Now, over at Lucas Oil Speedway, they actually crowned their season champions this week. The ULMA winner for Saturday night was Johnny Finewald. The Street Stocks was James Flood, Darren Fuqua in the USRA Mod, and the USRA B-Mod class winner was Eric Turner. Now, your season champions, the modified class, is Robbie Reed, Street Stock champion Derek Brown, the B-Mod winner, Chris Jackson, and your late model champion, Cole Henson. So congratulations to them. A lot more exciting things going on at Lucas. I know there was the off-road racing this weekend, and as soon as I can get those results, I hadn't found them just yet, we'll get them shared to the page, of course. Lake Ozark Speedway on Saturday night. The 360 Sprints Winged class, Garrett Williamson with a win, Harlan Dowell in the street stocks. Pure stocks was Aaron Gustin and Cole Campbell in the USRA B mods. Now, Central Missouri on Saturday night, A mod winner Dean Willie, B mod Jacob Ebert, Justin Kindernecht in the mod lights, Jason Ryan in the pure stock, and non-winged sprint winner was Quentin Benson. Now, Springfield Raceway Saturday night is in action. Big turnout as always at Springfield Raceway. Jackie Dalton takes the win in the USRA B mod class. The IMCA A mods was Trevor Drake, Elijah Keeper in the Midwest Mod A class. The B class was Matthew Maines. Kyle Purvis takes the win in the pure stocks. Legends was Justin Comer, and mini late model was Jackson Ertl. I-35 Speedway up in Winston, Missouri, up northeast of Kansas City. Another one of those tracks that has a huge turnout because they are really fortunate they don't have a lot of tracks around them, so they get a lot of cars there, a big turnout. The USRA modified winner there that night was Mark Dodson. Shadron Turner in the B mod class. The USRA stock cars, Doug Keller. Pure stock, Brandon Dixon. Kerry Davis in the Midwest Limited late model class. Cameron Haynes in the E mods. Sport Compact was John Willard. And Midwest Lightning Sprints was Stanley Eisel. Saturday night at Monette, pure stock, Chad Summerford. Ron Maples takes the Midwest mod class. Good to see this name in the winner's circle. This name, you know, legendary family. Dustin Mooneyham with the win in the late model class. Levi Phillips in the B mod. And Ayrton Ginnington in the 360 Sprints winged class Saturday night at Monette. AMA Supercross, or Pro Motocross, or the Supercross is the indoor, the motocross is outdoors. They raced again at Loretta Lynn's in Hurricane Mills just outside of Nashville. Zach Osborne, who was a top 10 finisher all season in Supercross, is meaning business now outdoors. That's 2 wins in a row for Zach Osborne. Adam Cianciarulo is back after an injury, and this is in the 450 class. Cianciarulo had an injury the first race of the year. He came back with a strong finish, a second place. And Marvin Muskin, who missed the indoor season with a knee injury, finished third. Now, also, I did notice that on top of Ken Roxon being out for the year, now Cooper Webb has decided to take off the rest of the year, still nursing a back injury that happened during the Supercross season. So 2 of your top riders, Cooper Webb and Ken Roxon, out of the 450 class. In the 250 class, Jeremy Martin with the win. Dylan Ferrandis, who won last week, with a second this week, and Alex Martin third. NASCAR is busy this week. There was 5 races on this series. You had 2 of the NASCAR Premier Series, 2 Xfinity, and 1 Gander. The NASCAR Saturday race, race number 1, Denny Hamlin with the win, Martin Truex Jr. second, Kyle Busch third. I just looked a second ago, and pretty much it's just broken record time for NASCAR. Harvick was out front. I believe that Truex was third and Logano second. It's those 3 and Hamlin all year long. It's just been them all the time. Chase Elliott was out after a couple laps. He's been good, but not having a good day today at Dover. Xfinity Series. Yesterday, Justin Allgaier takes the win. Second and third flip-flopped from yesterday today. To yesterday, it was Austin Cindric and then Ross Chastain. Today, Chase Briscoe took the win, but Chastain was second and Austin Cindric third. So that series probably getting really tight. Now, the Gander RV class, the Truck Series, Zane Smith had his first ever win a couple weeks ago. Well, he's followed that up. The boy's hot. He had another win, his second career win. Zane Smith, followed by Matt Crafton and Brett Moffitt. So I do want to remind you, coming up in 2 weeks will be the ARCA race. There's that's Labor Day weekend. There's the Saturday, Sunday, and Monday 3-day weekend at Lebanon I-44 Speedway. On Saturday will be the ARCA race. I haven't yet seen for sure if it's east or west or a combined east and west. Of course, I'm hoping for the combined east and west so you get the top racers of all the ARCA series there at that event. We'll let you know as soon as we have something about that, and hopefully we'll be working with Lebanon I-44 and Brendan Willard on getting that race promoted. So we'll be talking a lot about that coming up. Street Machines not too far off for Ozark Raceway Park. And don't forget that the finale of the Titans of 10-5 is coming up October 17th at Mocan Dragway. And Mocan just put some money down on their track here recently, paving some of the road coming into it. So much needed and much appreciated improvements at Mocan Dragway. It looked really good, one of the photos I saw of it. Again, I want to thank Larry Hunt and Al Schoenwetter for having me up in the booth. Artie Dow for covering for me for a while I went and took care of some personal business on Saturday. Unbelievable time getting to do the ride along in the dragster. And most of all, I want to thank all of you for tuning in here to ORP TV, the only place that you can find results for NASCAR, motocross, BMX, dirt track, circle track, go-karts, hillbilly bump and run. It's all right here. If it's racing, it's on ORP TV. So we'll see you back here on Wednesday night for our midweek show from the JK Auto Repair Studio. And we'll have the Appleton Imaging race forecast. Birthdays brought to you by Hodges Tree Trimming and the All Parts Auto Salvage weekend race schedule. So until then, we'll see you Wednesday night at 6 p.m. here on Facebook Live on ORP TV. I'm Stag. We'll see you then.